At 95, Joanne Woodward has finally spoken openly about Paul Newman, offering a rare, deeply personal reflection on the man she loved for half a century and the life they built together, something she spent decades protecting from the public eye. Born Joanne Gignilliat Trimier Woodward on the 27th of February 1930 in Thomasville, Georgia, she grew up enchanted by the world of storytelling, finding comfort in movies and school plays long before she ever dared imagine a career in acting. After studying drama at Louisiana State University, she moved to New York City, where she sharpened her craft under the great Sanford Meisner at the neighborhood playhouse, immersing herself in the emotional realism that later defined her performances. By the 1,950 seconds, she was appearing on television and stage, gradually earning a reputation as an actress of natural depth and intelligence. Her major breakthrough arrived in 1957 with The Three Faces of Eve, where her mesmerizing portrayal of a woman living with multiple personalities earned her the Academy Award for Best Actress and confirmed her place among Hollywood's most gifted performers. Yet long before that milestone, her path had quietly entangled with one that would shape the rest of her life: Paul Newman. Their first meeting took place at their agent's office, followed by their time together as understudies in the 1953 Broadway production of Picnic, where both were still unknown, both hungry for their first real opportunity. In the long rehearsal days and backstage conversations, a friendship formed, easy, natural, and full of unspoken potential. That connection reignited years later during the filming of The Long Hot Summer in 1957, where their on-screen chemistry reflected a genuine emotional bond that neither of them tried to deny. Newman was still married then, and his decision to end that marriage, though difficult, opened the door for a partnership that would soon become one of the most legendary romances in Hollywood history. Joanne and Paul married on the 29th of January 1958 in Las Vegas, beginning a union that grew stronger as fame, work, children, and life's unpredictable challenges shaped them. Just 2 months after the wedding, Woodward won her Oscar, marking not only her own triumph, but also the beginning of a marriage defined by profound respect and unwavering support for one another's careers. Now, at 95, Woodward speaks of Newman with a mixture of softness and clarity that comes from a lifetime of love and loss. She says he made her feel seen and understood in a way no one else ever had, that their bond was built on humor, loyalty, shared purpose, and a devotion that deepened with time. Their marriage, she admits, was not flawless. There were disagreements, tensions, and the constant pressure of fame. But beneath it all was a trust that held them steady, a mutual admiration that made the partnership feel unbreakable. Newman often joked about fidelity, famously telling Playboy that he never strayed because "I have steak at home. Why go out for hamburger?" A line that made headlines but also reflected the truth of their marriage. They chose each other every day, even when Hollywood tested them. Together they raised 3 daughters: Nell, born in 1959, Melissa, born in 1961, and Clea, born in 1965, balancing their careers with the quiet rhythms of family life. Woodward's own career continued to flourish with acclaimed films such as Summer Wishes, Winter Dreams, The Effect of Gamma Rays, On Man in the Moon, Marigolds, Mr. and Mrs., Bridge, and The Drowning Pool, each showcasing her depth and emotional intelligence. She also made meaningful contributions behind the camera, producing, directing, and later becoming artistic director of the Westport Country Playhouse, where she revived the historic theater and mentored emerging artists. Beyond the screen, She and Newman created a charitable legacy rooted in compassion, founding the Hole in the Wall Gang camp for children with serious illnesses and supporting numerous humanitarian causes. While Newman's fame often eclipsed hers, Woodward was always more than a Hollywood wife. She was a force in her own right, admired for her talent, integrity, and quiet strength. Now, when she looks back, it is not the glamour or accolades she holds closest, but the small, intimate moments that defined their life. The shared glances, the private jokes, the comfort of simply knowing they belonged to each other. She says Newman possessed a kindness and moral steadiness rare in their world, along with a mischievous humor that lightened even the heaviest days. Speaking now, she carries a mix of gratitude and wistfulness, acknowledging their life together as imperfect but deeply real. "We loved each other more deeply than anything in this world," she says. And with those words, Joanne Woodward reminds the world that behind every iconic romance is the quiet truth of two people who chose love, loyalty, and partnership every single day, a legacy she will always keep close to her heart.